Did you know that a mild, nagging ache in your chest could be the very first sign of a heart attack, especially if you're over 60? For many seniors, heart attacks don't begin with the classic crushing chest pain. Instead, they often start with subtle symptoms like tightness, pressure, or discomfort that are easy to ignore. A recent report from the American Heart Association revealed that more than 25% of heart attacks in older adults are silent, meaning they go unnoticed until serious damage has already been done. That's why experts are now urging seniors to watch for specific patterns of chest pain before it's too late. In today's video, I'll uncover 3 surprising types of chest pain that doctors say are early warning signs of heart trouble. These subtle pains may not seem dangerous at first, but knowing how to spot them could literally save your life. Before I dive in, take a second to hit the like button and subscribe to Golden Aging Health, your reliable channel for science-backed, senior-focused health tips made simple.
Now, let's take a look at the first chest pain pattern that seniors often overlook, but that cardiologists say you act now.
Sign number 1. Pressure-like chest discomfort that comes and goes. Many people expect a heart attack to hit suddenly and dramatically, like in the movies. But in reality, for many seniors, one of the first heart attack symptoms is a more subtle kind of discomfort, one that often gets ignored. It might not even feel like pain at first. It could be a tightness, pressure, or heaviness in the center of your chest, like someone is pressing down with a firm hand, or like you're wearing a belt that's one notch too tight around your chest. Some describe it as feeling like a weight sitting on the chest. This type of discomfort often comes and goes, lasting a few minutes, and may return when you're doing something as simple as walking to the mailbox or climbing the stairs. According to the American Heart Association, this type of intermittent chest pressure is one of the most common early warning signs of a heart attack, especially in older adults. But because it's not sharp or overwhelming, many seniors mistake it for indigestion or fatigue. Let me share a real story. James, a 75-year-old retired firefighter. James had always stayed active, but one morning he felt a strange tightness in his chest while sweeping his porch. It wasn't sharp, it didn't feel serious, so he brushed it off. But later that week, it happened again, this time while taking out the trash, and again it faded quickly. He told himself, "It's probably just heartburn." A week later, James suffered a mild heart attack. Doctors told him that the episodes of pressure he felt were his heart crying out for oxygen. When he exerted himself, his narrowed arteries couldn't deliver enough blood, triggering that uncomfortable tightness. Research from Harvard Health Publishing supports this. Chest discomfort that appears with exertion and disappears at rest is called angina, and it's a red flag that the heart isn't getting enough blood. So if you've felt pressure in your chest, even if it's mild, short-lived, or doesn't feel painful, don't ignore it, especially if it happens when you're moving, climbing, or under stress. Pro tip: write it down. Make note of when it happens, how long it lasts, and what you were doing at the time. This information can help your doctor determine if it's angina and if your heart needs urgent attention. Have you ever felt a strange pressure or tightness in your chest but weren't sure what it meant? Share your experience in the comments. It could help someone else spot a warning sign in time. Coming up next, I'll reveal the one chest symptom doctors say is most commonly ignored by seniors, and it could be the key to avoiding a silent heart attack. Stay tuned.
Sign number 2. Unusual chest pain that radiates to other areas. When most people think of chest pain, they picture it hitting right in the center of the chest. But for many seniors, one of the most overlooked warning signs of a heart attack is chest pain that doesn't start or stay in the chest. This kind of pain may begin in the upper back, neck, jaw, shoulders, or even down the arms. It might feel like tightness, aching, or pressure, and often it radiates gradually, making it hard to trace where it's coming from. In fact, a study in the Journal of the American Geriatrics Society found that 35% of seniors who had a heart attack experienced no chest pain at all, just radiating discomfort or fatigue. Dolores, a 69-year-old grandmother from New Jersey, one afternoon Dolores felt a dull ache in her upper back and jaw. She assumed she had just slept in a strange position. Then later that evening, her left shoulder began to feel tight, and she noticed a slight heaviness in her chest. Not pain, just a strange pressure. She didn't think it was serious. No classic chest pain, no shortness of breath, but something felt off. The next morning, her daughter insisted she go to urgent care. And thank goodness she did, because an EKG showed that Dolores had suffered a mild heart attack. Her symptoms were classic examples of referred pain, a phenomenon where pain from the heart is felt in areas other than the chest. According to the Mayo Clinic, women and older adults are more likely to experience these non-traditional heart attack symptoms, including pain in the jaw, neck, or back. This is due to the way nerves transmit signals from the heart and surrounding muscles. So what should you watch out for? Pain or discomfort in your jaw, shoulder, or upper back. Pain that starts mild and grows worse over time. Pain that feels unusual or out of place and doesn't go away with rest. If you notice discomfort in these areas, especially if it's paired with lightheadedness, sweating, or nausea, it's time to call your doctor or seek emergency care. Keep watching to uncover more hidden signs that could be affecting your heart health. And if you or someone close to you has ever felt unusual pain in the neck, jaw, or shoulders, don't brush it off. Share this video with them today. That one simple action could help prevent a heart emergency tomorrow. The final sign is a surprising clue that's often dismissed as poor hygiene, but could point to hidden heart trouble. Don't miss it.
Sign number 3. Sharp chest pain when taking a deep breath or coughing. Sharp chest pain when taking a deep breath or coughing might seem like a pulled muscle or maybe a bit of acid reflux, but doctors say this kind of pain could be far more serious than it appears, especially for seniors. It's easy to dismiss. Maybe you feel a sudden stabbing pain in your chest when you lie down, inhale deeply, or move too quickly. But if that pain lingers or returns often, it could be a signal of pericarditis, inflammation of the tissue surrounding the heart, or even a small heart attack, especially if you're over 60. My neighbor, Edward, had always prided himself on being tough. A retired teacher of 30 years, now 74. He still did his own yard work, took stairs instead of elevators, and believed in powering through discomfort. One chilly morning, while bringing down a box from the attic, he paused halfway up the stairs. A sharp, stabbing pain shot through the center of his chest the moment he drew a deep breath. He clutched the banister, breathing shallowly. "Just a pulled muscle," he muttered, brushing it off. But the pain didn't go away. Over the next few days, it returned. Every time he coughed or tried to stretch, there it was again, like a knife between his ribs. It wasn't the crushing chest pressure you hear about with heart attacks. This was different.
localized, sharp, but persistent. That is, until his wife Linda noticed he'd started avoiding deep breaths and sleeping propped up in his recliner. She finally convinced him to see his doctor. After an EKG and a cardiac CT scan, the diagnosis came in: pericarditis, inflammation of the sacs surrounding his heart. His cardiologist explained it wasn't just inflammation, it was a sign that blood flow to the heart was becoming restricted. Had Edward waited much longer, the swelling could have caused dangerous fluid buildup or even triggered a heart attack in his sleep. This isn't rare. According to the American Heart Association, chest pain that worsens with breathing can be a sign of reduced oxygen flow or inflammation of the heart's lining. Seniors are especially vulnerable because aging arteries are more prone to plaque buildup, which limits blood flow and strains the heart. So many people, especially men like Edward, think chest pain has to be crushing or radiate down the arm to be dangerous. But for older adults, especially those with high blood pressure or a history of heart conditions, the signs can be subtle but no less deadly. So what should you look for? Sharp, stabbing pain that gets worse when coughing, breathing deeply, or lying flat. Discomfort that improves when sitting upright or leaning forward. Pain that feels different from indigestion, more focused and sensitive to movement. If you've ever brushed off this type of chest pain, it's time to take it seriously. Talk to your doctor. A simple EKG or heart scan could detect inflammation early before it leads to permanent damage. Want to share your experience with unusual chest pain or how you managed it? Drop the word "heart" in the comments below. Your story could help someone else recognize a silent warning before it's too late.
Let's take a moment to recap the 3 chest pain types seniors should never ignore. Pressure-like chest discomfort that comes and goes, unusual chest pain that radiates to other areas, sharp chest pain when breathing deeply or coughing. Each of these can seem small at first, but for adults over 60, they could be the earliest clues that something's wrong with your heart, especially if they appear with other subtle signs like fatigue, nausea, or shortness of breath. So please, don't ignore what your body is trying to tell you. Catching these symptoms early could help prevent a major cardiac event and even save your life. Now here's the good news. You don't need expensive treatments or dramatic life changes to protect your heart. Just taking a few simple steps can make a big difference. Keep a daily health journal, get regular checkups, talk to your doctor about silent heart attack signs, maintain a heart-healthy diet, and stay active. And remember, warm clothing in cold weather isn't just for comfort. It reduces strain on your heart.
Was this video helpful? If so, hit the like button and subscribe to Golden Aging Health for more heart-smart, doctor-approved tips made just for seniors like you. And please share this video with a friend or loved one over 60. They might be brushing off chest symptoms without realizing the risk. For more health tips and advice on aging well, check out our stroke and heart attack playlist linked below. We've filled it with science-backed guidance you can start using today. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of your heart, and we'll see you in the next video.